Welcome to Los Angeles, California. You are watching Pac-12 Women's Volleyball on the Pac-12 Network. Number 5, Washington against the 6th-ranked UCLA Bruins. Taking a look at the Pac-12 standings, these two teams locked up in a tie at 8-3 apiece in conference play. It's going to be a battle today. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Anne-Marie Anderson alongside 3-time Olympian Holly McPeak, and it really is going to be a battle. Last time these two teams met, Washington came out victorious in 5 very long sets.
Well, these two teams match up extremely well, very strong offensively and defensively. Last time they met, 3 out of the 5 sets went to extra points, so should be a battle today.
The Huskies have a pretty powerful offense as well. Krista Van Zandt had 31 kills in that last meeting. What can we expect from her today?
Krista Van Zandt is a sophomore. She was the top recruit in the country 2 years ago. Last time they met, she had 31 kills and hit a blistering 448 against a strong UCLA team. But Friday night, she took 80 swings against USC in the 5-set loss. How can she respond and rebound in 2 matches, in 2 days?
Part of Washington's challenge today is to find an answer or at least try to control UCLA's bigger hitter, Tabby Love.
Tabby Love has been fantastic all season long. We've got to see her put some huge numbers, almost 5 kills per set. She's dominant from the back row, the front row, making really good decisions and showing a lot of maturity for UCLA.
Under Tabby Love's heavy arm, the Bruins have won 7 of their last 8 matches. Washington won their first 16, but lost 3 of their last 4. Will the Huskies get back on track today and take another win off the Bruins?
New Pink Lemonade 5-Hour Energy? 5-Hour Energy supports the Avon Foundation for Women Breast Cancer Crusade. So I can get the energized feeling I need and support a great cause? I'm sold.
Pink Lemonade 5-Hour Energy.
Yeah, and a portion of every sale goes to the Avon Foundation for Women Breast Cancer Crusade.
I'm sold.
New Pink Lemonade 5-Hour Energy. Get the alert, energized feeling you need and support breast cancer research and access to care.
Why not make lunch more than just lunch? With 2 times the points on dining in restaurants, you may find yourself asking, why not? A lot. Chase Sapphire Preferred. There's more to enjoy.
When it comes to Pac-12 football,
Rick and I get a little competitive.
you know I coached 3 Pac-12 teams.
I played on a national championship team.
I was the starting quarterback at UCLA.
I was an All-American at USC.
Well, I was the MVP of the Rose Bowl.
Count 'em, baby. 4 Super Bowls.
I'm in the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame.
I'm in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
It's hard to compete with this team, Rick Neuheisel and Ronnie Lott on Pac-12 Playbook.
Hey, I won the 8th grade spelling bee.
Pac-12 Women's Volleyball is brought to you by Hayworth, changing the way office space is designed, built, and maintained over time. Welcome back to Los Angeles. UCLA and Washington about to get underway. UCLA's lineup has been quite strong all season long for Coach Michael Sealy. He's not going to change a thing as he looks with this team. And, of course, Washington has really made very few adjustments as well. For UCLA, Tabby Love, Rachel Kidder still on the outside. A lot of people are going to be talking about them.
And then we want to see Zoe Nightingale and Mariana Aquino in the middle, see more sets for UCLA. That's a pattern that I'm looking at.
And there is Mariana Aquino, who's looking up front, and she knows that it's going to be a battle today. These two teams, both of them played on Friday in Los Angeles area. Outside is the first attack, and Megan Moinoa going to be setting for the Bruins. They're going to make some changes back and forth all season long. Krista Van Zandt takes her first swing of the day. And Tabby Love puts the first rally down.
We're going to see lots of opportunities for both Tabby Love and Krista Van Zandt. Tabby Love in transition off this defensive play right here on the outside. Ends it.
Broken play and a free ball to the Bruins. Outside to Love again. And that's going to be the challenge for the Huskies.
First contact, both the pass and the dig for Washington were not perfect. They were not able to get good swings. UCLA made them pay.
6'5". We've talked all season about her fitness this year for Tabby Love, and how's that ball? It's going to come in handy in November. That ball wide, but she's apparently warmed up.
Tabby Love just crushed that ball down the line, just wide for UCLA.
The one thing that really strikes me about Love, having had the luxury of seeing her so many times, is that she's been consistent all year in every match. She looks exactly the same.
I agree. She has not had any drop-off at all. I've been super impressed with her consistency.
Kelly Reeves picks that up. Love in a very tight set, tries to work with it, but it hits the antenna.
Watch this bomb of a serve, and then Meg Norton slides under it, keeps it alive, but Washington gets the point.
Cassie Strickland continuing to serve behind the setter, and Kelly Reeves involved early.
Beautiful decision by Megan Moinoa to run this combination. Bojana Todorovic delivers that ball to her setter, and then Kelly Reeves down the line.
Mariana Aquino serving for the Bruins. Behind the setter. Moinoa moves quickly to get that pass, and Reeves puts another ball down on a broken play.
Megan Moinoa so athletic, able to bump set that ball and give Kelly Reeves a decent swing. Smart choice to go to that corner.
UCLA up by 2 early. Aquino's serve into an overpass, and Nightingale protects the net.
UCLA coming out strong with their service game, putting pressure on Washington.
One of the things you talked about, Holly, before the match is getting the middles involved early. Here's a middle attack from Washington. We'll see if UCLA can do the same. They go outside the Love.
Washington making lots of errors at the net, trying to slow down Love. They need to be more disciplined, go low and tight, and let their defense dig around the big block for Washington.
Good job.
Nightingale and Reeves join Tabby Love up front. Van Zandt handles that first ball. Big swing, but it's chased down and a free ball to the Huskies. Outside, and Van Zandt again slowed by Nightingale. Moinoa to Reeves. Ball still alive. Zoe Nightingale says, "Feed me, it's a little too much." And Van Zandt crushes it.
Fun rally by both teams. We saw fantastic digs on both sides of the net. Orlandini keeps it alive for Washington. And then Zoe Nightingale, little too much adrenaline on that pass, overpass.
Jenna Orlandini, the libero for the Huskies, serves outside to Love. Kills at will.
We have not seen any balls go to the middle for UCLA. That's Tabby Love's 4th kill.
4 kills on 7 points, and your point well taken, Holly. The middle not involved yet for UCLA. Why aren't they setting the middle yet? Would you, as a setter, you want to keep going to the hot hitter? In Love, we'll see if they have to go outside or here. Or do you want to get your middles involved? Bojana Todorovic puts up a ball. Van Zandt looks for the line, doesn't get it. does get a touch, though.
Net violation actually on the Bruins, trying to slow down that ball. But to answer your question, if I'm UCLA, yes, Tabby Love's your hot hitter. Yes, she's very consistent. But in order to win a national championship, and that's what they're preparing for, they need to get the ball to the middle. UCLA's passing the ball well enough. They've got the weapons and the athletes in the middle. On that overpass, Krista Van Zandt had a big swing at the net. Megan Moinoa lines up in a great position to block this ball. Heads-up play by number 9 in white.
All 5'8" of her, Megan Moinoa, a great blocker, according to head coach Michael Seeley. Van Zandt passes the first ball. And that gets a rare ball getting past Zoe Nightingale coming down the same side.
That ball set fast to the outside. Zoe Nightingale's getting there, but just not sealing the net.
Van Zandt serves that ball wide. You can hear Kelly Reeves yell, nope.
Washington likes to put a lot of pressure on their opponents with their tough serve, and the other night they made a lot of service errors against USC.
Yeah, 14 errors against USC with just 3 aces, and I talked to Coach Jim McLaughlin before the match about that, and he said, look, with our tough serving, I can give up 3 aces a set, perhaps. Once we go past that, it's too many. Rachel Kidder blocked. Dunaway heads up the block to the Huskies.
Well, when we talked to Coach Jim McLaughlin for Washington, he talked about Kelsey Dunaway being an all-world blocker, and you see why right there. Good position, seals the net, shuts down Rachel Kidder.
Dunaway, a senior out of Washington. Great pass from Reeves. A little tight, looking to see if there's a net violation for the Bruins, and there is.
Megan Moinoa, the setter, wanted to be very aggressive and throw that down. I think she expected a block in front of her and just followed through into the net.
Strickland has been competing for a middle blocking spot on this team. And the Gills had one of them locked down. Gills in the front court now. Kidder, nice high reach and a kill down the line.
Good decision to attack the smaller blocker high down the line. That's a good-looking swing from Rachel Kidder.
Moinoa in the backcourt serving. Boyana Todorovic digs that ball. Tabby Love at a tough angle. Keeps it in play. And another kill from the backcourt for Love.
UCLA keeping the ball alive. Tabby Love is in, that's a tough position to hit from the backcourt with the ball coming over your shoulder. She puts it in a good location, her 5th kill already.
Mariana Aquino protecting the net in the front while Love is in the backcourt. And Holly, you mentioned how important it is for UCLA to get their middles involved in order to win a national championship. But in terms of, in this match in particular, you're going to have Love, who's really hot today. What can you do? How do you find that balance?
Well, last time these two teams met, the middles for UCLA hit .438 and .500. Those are high percentage hitters. You need to get them the ball as much as possible.
Rachel Kidder going out. Karsta Lowe up front now with Tabby Love and Mariana Aquino. And Coach Michael Seeley has had a wealth of talent to choose from. Part of the luxury for Michael Seeley this year is having 2 world-class setters from which to choose. Whoever's the stronger setter that week has been getting the start. This week, it is Megan Moinoa. Lowe immediately takes a swing. Todorovic digs. Tabby Love is dug.
Get across.
Back to Love.
Bruins continue to go at Tabby Love on that big arm. And I like it. She's very effective, but spread the wealth. You've got Karsta Lowe on the right side and Mariana Aquino in the middle for UCLA.
Washington head coach Jim McLaughlin taking a timeout early on. UCLA up by 5. Tabby Love has 6 kills.
Hi, I'm Mike Yattman. Welcome to your Pac-12 Players Showcase. This week, the Conference Players of the Week.
It went to 3 deserving athletes. And not a big surprise, a big performance for Marquise Lee of USC. The sophomore reeled in 16 catches to go along with 345 receiving yards, the 5th highest single-game mark in NCAA history. Now, the linebacker in that game, Marquise Flowers of the Wildcats, your defensive player of the week. The junior picked up 7 total tackles, along with 3 takeaways, part of a defense that allowed just 1 third-down conversion in 5 tries in the second half. And Reggie Dunn of Utah, the easy special teams player of the week, returned 2 kickoffs, 100 yards. The senior tied the NCAA record for kick returns in a game, also the NCAA record for kick return average in a matchup at 74. This coming weekend, 2 great games here on the Pac-12 networks. We have Utah and Washington State at noon, along with UCLA hosting Arizona at 7:30. Our coverage starts at 11 a.m. We'll see you then.
You're watching Pac-12 women's volleyball on the Pac-12 network. Early in first set, Washington trailing by 5. Holly, let's take a look at your keys to the match.
Well, for Washington, it's defense. They were outdug by USC on Friday night, but had the blocking advantage 20-7. So they need to dig some good balls and be able to transition them 4 points. So defense leads to points, and UCLA balanced offense cannot depend on their hitters to carry that big of an offensive load.
I know that Tabby Love has been carrying a big load for this team so far this year. She's already got 6 kills in set number 1. That's above her kill per set average, which is high as it is. A kill from the outside, the first one for Kyla Munoz of this match. It's scary when Tabby Love is hitting above her average kills per set in the first half of a set. Service error for Washington.
Cassie Strickland has just a bomb of an arm. She's only 5'8", freshman, one of the smallest outside hitters in the Pac-12, but Coach Jim McLaughlin loves her. Great motor, works her tail off.
You got Van Zant up front. Orlandini passes. They go away from Van Zant. Find Tabby Love on the block. Love picks this ball up. Norton keeps it in play. Amanda Gill set a little low for somebody 6'6".
But Amanda Gill makes a good decision. She knows what part of the court is open. Last time Amanda Gill played here at UCLA, she was wearing a Bruin uniform. That was 2 years ago.
Amanda Gill transferred to Washington, has had a really rough year, a couple of years in terms of injuries. As you watch Karsta Lowe pick up a kick. And for Amanda Gill, Coach Jim McLaughlin says for her to be on the court is a victory in itself. And what a year she's having.
Well, last year she sat out because of knee surgery. She's not 100%, but one of the top blockers in the country.
A little help from the equipment for Kelly Reeves.
Right now, UCLA is winning the service battle, getting Washington in trouble off some tough serving.
Looking for a touch, and they get it.
Kylan Munoz, 24 in purple, has made some huge improvements, especially in the offseason, according to her coaches. She's learned and worked through some hard times and really learned how to compete at a high level, mechanically much more efficient this season.
Reeves passing, no middle option really available there. Love takes a swing. Van Zandt. By Nightingale and Moinoa.
Zoe Nightingale, 13 in white, so good side to side, very disciplined, now sealing the net, perfect location for UCLA.
We've talked so much about Washington's blocking, but this woman, Zoe Nightingale, is a great blocker and had a terrific national championship last year. Reeves digs. And the overdig is settled by Kaylee Nelson.
Two big digs by Kelly Reeves. One to keep it alive, and then off Kelsey Dunaway's tap down. She gets a hand on it, but can't keep it alive for UCLA.
Reeves seeing the majority of serves. Love from along the backcourt, goes flying.
Okay, impressive hit by Tabby Love out of the backcourt, but fantastic opportunity for her to run that middle. Megan Munoz has to get those middles involved in the offense.
She's got Mariana Aquino up front with her and available. Rachel Kidder is on the outside. Van Zandt passes the first ball. Love gets a hand on it. Point Washington.
Kaylee Nelson attacks that corner defense. Tabby Love makes a good effort to touch it, can't pop it up. 3 kills.
Dunaway back to serve for Washington. The gap is 5 points. Reeves. Again, the press has been tough a little tight. Moinoa back to Love in the backcourt. And it's another kill for Tabby Love.
8 kills already. 19-13 UCLA lead. Too many swings for Tabby Love. Although she's fantastic, I'm not knocking her. I just want to see more of a balanced offense for UCLA.
Love has been, as we said, consistent all season. They've relied on her, to your point, in not getting those middles involved. First, let's enjoy the power that is Tabby Love as you take a look at some of her tremendous play throughout this season.
Absolutely. Tabby Love taking the best swings of her career, making some really good decisions, hitting harder than I've ever seen her hit, and consistently a huge weapon for UCLA match after match.
Now, to your point, Tabby's great, but you need to get the middles involved. What risk do you run if you just rely on that hot hitter throughout, as long as you can?
What if she does have a bad match? Then you have to try and find that comfortable rhythm with the other hitters. And that's key. Tabby Love, 8 kills, hitting .375. She's doing a solid job. But you include more hitters in the offense. They feel more comfortable. They're participating, contributing. And I know as a setter, the more you set your hitters, the better they played and felt more of a part of what you were doing.
Well, and as you're talking about the other middles, Mariana Aquino has not had a swing at all yet. Zoe Nightingale's had 2 of them, but one was on an overpass. So to your point, they're really not setting the middles at all. Meanwhile, Tabby Love, 16 great quality swings. But for UCLA, a 6-point lead here. Washington still trying to find an answer. Outside. Cassie Strickland making some noise.
Love to see it. 5'8" freshman from Huntington Beach, California. I said it earlier, but Coach Jim McLaughlin loves her. She's big enough, he thinks, to compete at the highest level. And you see why. She's got some power on the outside.
I'm sure some schools passed her over because of her length or lack thereof. There's Tabby Love with her 9th kill, but for Cassie Strickland, got some great hops in the front court.
Some more Tabby Love coming at you. Good decision, turns the ball away from the big Washington block.
Outside. Kill for Munoz.
Kylan Munoz looks like a much better player. Her coach said more mechanically efficient, and I'm seeing a lot more power behind her swings this year, and I like that location to the corner.
Still a 5-point lead by UCLA. If Washington's going to make a move in this first set, now is the time. Strickland with the tough serve goes right at Love. Back to Reeves. Kelly Reeves, 3 kills on 4 attempts.
Megan Munoz delivered a beautiful ball to Kelly Reeves. Good decision, make the blockers move, and Kelly Reeves really attacking that line for Washington. That's her 3rd kill.
Mariana Aquino serving. Krista Van Zandt off the block. Jenna Orlandini serving. Outside to Tabby Love again. Orlandini gets a hand on it. Strickland keeps it in play. They're just going to keep setting the Love on that one with broken play a bit. Love goes wide.
We're calling Tabby Love's number an awful lot. If UCLA passes the ball well, I want to see somebody else get the set.
There's a good pass. They do try to work the middle. Zoe Nightingale. And Ruth. Meet Tabby Love and Zoe Nightingale.
That is a big block. 3 in white and 13 in white. Just shut down the right side attack for Washington.
Those two players combined are 12 feet 8 inches of length. Hit around or over. I wouldn't suggest trying to test that block again. Second time. Takes a little different approach. There you see Nightingale gets a touch behind the setter.
Zoe Nightingale worked hard on that last play. Came off a block. You see her from on the far side of the court. Came all the way to the other pin or antenna. Fantastic attack, and I like the use of the middle attacker.
Good pass. Back outside to Van Zandt. Van Zandt picks up another kill for Washington, but is it enough? It's late in this first set.
Washington likes to stay in system, run those fast balls, create some openings in the defense for UCLA.
Reeves, perfect pass, but they go outside the Love again. Another kill for Tabby Love.
2 big blockers in front of Tabby Love, and she continues to find a way high off the hands.
Set point for the Bruins. They have been consistent in this first set and consistently setting Tabby Love. Reeves puts that first ball up. Kidder tests the block, gets a kill, and the Bruins take set number 1.
We haven't talked much about Rachel Kidder, but did a good job getting there high off the hands, tooling the block of Washington to finish the second set.
First set, 13 kills on the outsides between Kidder and Love. What will Washington do to quiet the left sides of the Bruins?
Single Christians, good news. ChristianMingle.com has nearly 7 million registered members. In fact, it's the largest, fastest growing community for Christian singles. Every day, more than 5,000 singles join, seeking God's match for them. I joined ChristianMingle.com and met my wonderful husband. That's good news. Join today and find God's match for you. Sometimes we wait for God to make the next move when God is saying it's your time to act. The next move is yours. Joining is easy and free. Join ChristianMingle.com today.
Okay, listen up. This is what we've been working toward. Our chance to make history. You can watch anything on any of the Pac-12 networks via our website and mobile apps. I'm talking everything Pac-12. Football, basketball, baseball, the Olympic sports. And what do you have to do to get it? Do you have to run a 4-second 40? Do you have to face a 300-pound lineman? No! But you do have to authenticate. That means you already subscribe to a TV provider that carries the Pac-12 networks. Just sign in. If you don't know your username and password, no sweat. Contact your cable company and they'll help you figure it out. Once you're in, head full speed to Pac-12 Sports, wherever you are, whenever you want it, on your own device. So what are you waiting for? Let's get this done.
From UCLA to the U.S. national team to the network powered by the Pac. The new home for soccer great Kobe Jones. The Pac-12 Networks. Saturday. It's a huge weekend of Pac-12 football with postseason hopes on the line. At noon, the Washington State Cougars head into Utah, both teams fighting for respect. Then at 7:30, a primetime matchup as Arizona storms into the Rose Bowl to face UCLA. Coverage begins Saturday at 11 on Pac-12 Networks.
Welcome back to a fall day. It's 80 degrees outside in Los Angeles. Washington falls in set number 1 to a UCLA team that looked just about perfect. Taking a look at our Sony game snapshot.
Well, Washington's the best blocking team in the country, but UCLA holds the edge 3-1. And hitting percentage for UCLA, hitting 400, that's 100 points over their average. And Washington hits 296. They're just below their average. So far, UCLA controlling this match.
And a lot of the sets going to Tabby Love. She's had 20 swings on the ball, and you've been talking about that all set long.
Well, the next most number of attacks for somebody on their team, 4 attacks. That's it, 4 attempts. Tabby, 20. She's fantastic. I love her game. She's playing at a super high level. But if you want to win as a team, other players need an opportunity to contribute.
On the other side of the ball, or side of the net in this case, Washington's Krista Van Zandt, number 16, had 31 kills last time when Washington beat UCLA. She's got 4 so far, 11 swings on the ball. Would you like to see her more involved, or what does Washington need to do in set number 2?
Washington likes to run a balanced attack, use all their hitters. Usually they go for more balance, usually all their attackers.
Tabby Love, Doug. Love. From the backcourt. Cassie Strickland picks up a backcourt kill, and Holly Melanie Wade up front for Washington, number 5 in purple. She's new this set.
Well, she was the defensive player of the week last week. Really come on strong. She's only played 4 matches this season. This is her 5th. Sprained her ankle earlier this week, so we'll see how that goes.
And you kind of see a little bit of a tentative step with her right foot on that particular play. It's one thing that Jim McLaughlin was saying. He was taking a look at her even in warm-ups to decide whether or not she'd be able to go today.
Melanie Wade, number 5 in purple, 6'4" freshman from Palo Alto, 6 blocks for Stanford.
Behind the setter, Zoe Nightingale gets a touch. Another kill.
I like to see that. UCLA running their middle attack using Zoe Nightingale. A variety, too. She's going a lot off 1 foot behind. She can do that in front as well. She's a weapon. Great athlete in the middle. Use her offensively.
Love in the backcourt. Rachel Kidder up front with Zoe Nightingale. Van Zandt, big swing, and Bojana Todorovic gets a hand on it.
Washington, when they stay in system, love to run all sorts of combinations. Krista Van Zandt comes way inside, goes high off the hands for the kill.
Melanie Wade back to serve. Puts in a good serve against Kelly Reeves. Goes outside to Kidder, who gets to show a little bit of her spunk as she finds the seam.
Rachel Kidder attacking on the outside. This is her 4th kill on 5 swings.
Kidder, a cool customer, part of that outside strength of the Bruins. Tabby Love getting a lot of attention. But Kidder, she's important, balancing out that attack. Van Zandt! Big swing, but it's wide. Explosive.
Look at this dig off the block by Kelly Reeves. In my opinion, the heart and soul of this UCLA team. And then Rachel Kidder keeps it alive, forcing the air for Washington.
Bojana Todorovic serving for the Bruins. And Amanda Gill, little tender touch.
Amanda Gill, great ball control. Just a soft touch right over the block. That's her 2nd kill.
Tied up at 3 apiece as Kylan Munoz back to pass. We'll see if Washington is able to kind of make a move against the Bruins here at home. Tough, aggressive serve, but it's out. And Holly, for Jim McLaughlin's Washington Huskies, what do they need to do here in order to kind of take control of set number 2?
One, they need to slow down the UCLA offense, specifically Tabby Love, who's been the hot hitter. If they can quiet her, they have a chance because nobody else is really killing them.
How do you quiet Tabby Love?
Solid block, dig around, get UCLA in some passing trouble so she doesn't get a beautiful swing every time.
Van Zandt. Rachel Kidder takes a swing from the right side. Van Zandt from the backcourt picks up a kill, and Krista Van Zandt starting to get a little hot.
Krista Van Zandt for sure for Washington, the hot hitter. She will see the most amount of sets, and as this match goes on, you'll see those in the numbers. But right now, Washington's starting out with a lot of balance.
Tabby Love from the backcourt, dug by Van Zandt. And a good follow by the Washington players, but unable to put the ball over UCLA within 1 point. Set number 2. Meg Norton serving. An angle just always a little bit off for Kaylee Nelson on that particular set from the beginning, her first step.
Tough angle, ball was set off and inside. Wasn't a great pass.
Off and inside from the right side, not a great combination. Kind of see it on the approach. Meanwhile, Strickland using UCLA's block against him.
I'm a fan. Cassie Strickland just battling the Giants out there at the net.
I know why you're a fan. Because you're a little less than 5'8", maybe?
A little less than 5'7". Yes, I'm a fan. I love to see it.
Tabby Love, big girl, bigger block. It's Wade and Nelson finding a way to quiet her on one swing anyway.
That is the first time we've seen Tabby Love quieted Melanie Wade and Kaylee Nelson on the right.
We will see if it's going to end up being a how dare you block my ball. Is Tabby Love going to try to make them pay? This ball is going to go the opposite way.
The athleticism right there by Megan Moinoa to change the direction of the court. That is a lot of strength. Kelly Reeves has one blocker in front of her, the shortest blocker on the court. Good decision by Moinoa for UCLA.
Yeah, you could see Wade assuming it was going to go to Tabby Love, given the numbers and the location of the ball. There's another tough set. Kaylee Nelson doing what she can with it. Outside, Strickland. Looked like she was going to use that block again, saying, let me use that block.
Cassie Strickland getting a couple looks at it. Makes them pay with her second swing off the block.
Love the way that Strickland, you can see the fire. She's calling for the ball. Saying yes, yes, as her setter is setting. She knows what she wants to do with it. Nightingale from the middle, involved.
UCLA, yes, thank you for that attack in the middle. More to Zoe Nightingale, 13 in white. One of the best athletes in the Pac-12 gets up and puts that ball away for UCLA.
Kelly Reeves makes Van Zandt handle the first ball. It's going to be, she makes a little swing out of it actually. Outside to Tabby Love, who says, yeah, block me once.
In transition, Tabby Love sees an open line, and boy, does she take it.
Outside. Beautiful quick arm of Kyla Munoz.
Washington runs that fast ball out to the antenna. Kyla Munoz hits it fast, high off the hands. That's what she's trained to do in that situation.
Washington has been leading in this second set for most of the time. The lead's only one, mind you, but Strickland going for it on the serve.
We're seeing a lot of aggressive serving from the back line for Washington, trying to get some easy points from the service line.
Love from the backcourt now serving. Kidder and Nightingale up front with Megan Moinoa. And a little too much turn from Katie Beals.
Melanie Wade took a big swing. She's a 6'4" freshman. Just missed that out of bounds.
Beals goes back to Wade again. Ball is down, not pancaked up.
I think Melanie Wade learned that shot from watching Amanda Gill. That soft touch right over the middle of the block is usually open.
Outside. Kidder. Quiet. Solid.
Rachel Kidder in system. That means UCLA has a perfect set, runs that fastball outside her. Not maybe a perfect pass, but pretty close. Rachel Kidder makes Washington pay.
Gill. Soft touch. Kidder picks it up well from the back court. Triple block.
Washington leads the nation in blocking, and you see why, anchored by number 1 Amanda Gill in the middle. Krista Van Zandt gets most of that. Number 16 Kylan Munoz there, number 24 as well.
Big front line for the Huskies. Munoz. Tough, and there's Moinoa again, 5'8" against 6'6" Amanda Gill, and a little bit of a joust. Huskies end up on the winning side of that rally. And Holly, you wonder for the Huskies, they started out the season 16-0. They've lost 3 of their last 4, though. Great matches that came up on the losing end. Kind of psychologically, how important is this win for them today?
This is a huge match for both teams. A team like Washington is going to be tested in the Pac-12 as well as UCLA, and I think that's only going to make them a better team at the end of the season. You want these kind of tests to see what you're made out of and see what works to win the big matches.
Beautiful attack. Haley Nelson making the most of every set.
Cassie Strickland, number 8, stepped in and delivered a back set pretty in system. That was a fast ball. Assist for Washington. I like that heads up play. She's only a freshman.
Reeves, perfect pass. There's Aquino with a swing. Mariana Aquino finally getting involved.
Her first attack and her first kill, hitting 1,000.
Bojana Todorovic celebrating her 21st birthday today. Enjoying a tough, tight match. And Strickland really having the blocks number. It's going to be a timeout, but Cassie Strickland using and enjoying using the block of the UCLA Bruins. Michael Seeley demonstrating right there.
This is the age of knowing what you're made of. Why let erectile dysfunction get in your way? Talk to your doctor about Viagra. Ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. This is the age of taking action. Viagra. Talk to your doctor.
Hump day? More like bump day. Spike day. Jump day. Wednesday is volleyball day. Women's volleyball. Colorado at Washington State. Tonight at 7 on Pac-12 Networks.
Welcome back to the Wooden Center on the campus of UCLA. We are midway through the second set, and last time these two teams met, it was a 5-set battle. Washington came out on top.
Krista Van Zandt was huge. 31 kills, hit 448. Washington so tough in Seattle. As a team, they hit 292 to UCLA's 238 and came up big in the fifth set, 16-14.
Yeah, 3 of those 5 sets went to extra points. Really could have gone either way. Meanwhile, in set number 2 so far, Washington has improved their hitting percentage to hitting .450 in this set from .250 the first set. 2 consecutive result in 2 kills.
UCLA making some good decisions offensively. Mariana Aquino, big kill out of the middle. I like to see that balance in the offense.
Yeah, we're seeing Zoe Nightingale get some good swings out of the middle now as well. Van Zandt handles the first ball outside. Strickland had a lot of success. Strickland puts that ball up. Van Zandt from the backcourt. Back. Norton, perfect dig. The longest rally we've seen, but Tabby Love protecting the net.
Tabby Love at 6'5", but look at this ball by Cassie Strickland. She is left front, goes across the entire court to keep that ball alive for Washington.
Cassie Strickland, defensively strong, offensively 5 kills, no errors, been using the block. Kelly Reeves sacrificing her body, and it's a free ball to the Huskies. Chased down again. Backcourt, Van Zandt, shut down by Nightingale.
What a rally. The defense on the side of the net by UCLA ends with a big Zoe Nightingale block in the middle, but there were some fantastic digs in the backcourt. Melanie Wade, a 6'4" freshman, hitting in the middle for Washington, hammered 2 heavy balls. UCLA able to keep them alive and win that rally.
And we talked about the last time these two teams met. Washington kind of gutting it out and winning at home. You take a look at the box score. For that, it really came down to small numbers.
Well, errors, 10 errors in favor of UCLA. That means they made 10 more errors than Washington, and that's really the difference between the 2 points in the end, 16-14.
And tune in later tonight and recap the entire weekend's Pac-12 football action with Football Rewind, presented by 5 Hour Energy. Get scores and highlights from the Pac-12 and around the country. That's Football Rewind, presented by 5 Hour Energy tonight at 9 p.m. right here on the Pac-12 networks. Tabby Love and UCLA with the 2-point lead in this set, and maybe, Holly, the 2-point difference is the fact that they finally did get their middles involved in set number 2.
Well, that's going to help open things up for everybody else. Both middles hitting a super high percentage, get them more balls. I think UCLA moving in the right direction in terms of balance offensively after the first set being dominated by that woman right there, Tabby Love.
Washington has Melanie Wade up front, working off an ankle that has been injured. She missed the match against USC the other day. Up in the air, Wade swings, picks up a kill.
I'm impressed by Melanie Wade putting herself in good positions for her setters to hammer that ball. She's beating Zoe Nightingale, hits that ball in front of Mariana Aquino. Big kill for Washington.
And perhaps for Washington, Wade's the freshest player they have. They played 5 sets against USC Friday in a losing effort. Tabby Love, kill.
Megan Moynoa, so athletic, able to get that ball and lift it to the outside to her big gun. Again, Tabby Love.
Yeah, for Tabby Love, 13 kills total in just over 1.5 sets. Zoe Nightingale, meanwhile, 5 kills, and a couple of those have been like that in an overpass.
Well, give Kelly Reeves an assist. It starts with a tough serve. She gets an overpass, and Zoe Nightingale knows what to do with it.
Strickland continues to impress. Backcourt, Krista Van Zandt picked up by Todorovic. Uh-oh. Tabby Love dug by Orlandini, and a long rally. Love says finish it.
Both teams scrambling in the long rallies, but the cannon of an arm for Tabby Tabby Love, just such a big weapon for UCLA to end those long rallies.
Washington led this set for much of the way. Now a 6-1 run by the Bruins, Holly, for Washington. How do they stop leading and kind of go back to the beginning of this second set?
Well, on the other hand, UCLA has made fantastic defensive plays and turned those digs into kills. That has been the difference, and that's why they've gone on this run. Washington's been putting up some good balls. We saw some fantastic swings by Melanie Wade. I like what Washington's doing. UCLA just doing a solid job defensively.
And we talked about recent history between these two teams. Washington winning a 5-set epic match earlier this year. UCLA leads the series all time. And, of course, to these two teams, that really doesn't mean that much as they come down to 5 and 6 in the country, battling down towards the end of Pac-12 conference play. It has been incredibly tough in the conference again this year for Coach Jim McLaughlin. He's got a tough stretch for the rest of the season.
Pac-12 is never easy, and this is one of the strongest years I've seen in a long time. Lots of different teams playing at a very high level. This is a tough road trip for Washington. USC, number 7 in the country, then UCLA, number 6. I mean, 5, 6, 7 all battling it out this weekend.
Yeah, and they played Stanford last week, Washington did, so it's tough. Meanwhile, for UCLA, this is the 4th of 4 consecutive games at home. They head out on the road after this match, so they've enjoyed picking up 4 wins during this home.
And there's something to be said by sleeping in your own bed, getting to practice in your own gym. I think you can get more done when you're at home as opposed to on the road as a team.
Cassie Strickland serving. Nightingale off the head of Krista Van Zandt. Van Zandt unfazed. Reeves puts up a huge dig. Tabby Love just a little bit long.
We talked about UCLA really picking up their defense. Kelly Reeves is fantastic in the backfield.
They're Washington being outdug by the Bruins. Tabby Love will still try to find that corner. Van Zandt, quick arm off to Dorovich and a kill.
Krista Van Zandt's 8th kill of this match on 21 swings. Good corner ball. Bojana Todorovic standing right there, just did not know if that ball had been touched or not.
A 3-0 run for Washington. Meanwhile, UCLA getting those middles involved, including Zoe Nightingale. 5 kills for Nightingale thus far, making a difference for the Bruins.
That balance in UCLA's offense will help them in the end of this match if it goes the distance. Zoe Nightingale, 13 in white. When she's hitting and involved in the offense, she's more active and better at the net as well.
The Bruins now facing a late surge from Washington with this 3-0 run. You wonder if Washington's going to be able to take set 2, even this out, and we're going to see a repeat of that late September matchup between these two teams when it went 5 sets.
It comes down to execution at the end of a set. Last time these two teams met, it was a difference of 2 points in most of the sets.
UCLA right now, Holly, has their setter up front, so they have just 2 hitters available to them. Taking a look at the Pac-12 standings, these teams battling for sole possession of 4th place as they're locked up at 8 and 3 apiece.
Right now, Nightingale and Tabby Love, the only offensive options for Megan Moinola for UCLA.
Strickland puts up a tough serve outside the Love. Huge block. And there's another big block. Great control by Wade to not reach back. And Van Zandt will finish it with a kill.
Washington coming up big with the Kylan Munoz block. And then Krista Van Zandt ends it off the block for Washington.
Strickland, another tough serve, a 4-0 run by the Huskies. Tabby Love gets a kill, and it's Bruin point.
UCLA out of that rotation with the two hitters. Tabby Love goes to the back row. Now we've got Kidder and Nightingale available in the front row. Tabby Love in the back row.
Van Zandt, perfect pass, gets fed. Back. Munoz spanks it between the block.
Number 24 in purple, Kylan Munoz has worked hard. She's got some power behind the ball, making some good decisions, finding the open court against the Bruin defense.
This is what we expected out of this match. 21 apiece, set number 2. Bruins took set 1. Perfect pass from Reeves. Kidder on the outside. Another dig from Reeves. Moinoa goes to Love. Backcourt. Strickland backcourt with an answer. Makes Moinoa handle the first ball. Kidder, terminal.
Wow, Rachel Kidder came in for her 7th kill. Goes in hard and cranks the super sharp angle. Krista Van Zandt did not know that was coming so sharp.
Yeah, another great set from Bojana Todorovic. She's serving now. Goes to Van Zandt again. Little light touch. Gill puts it more down. Outside. Van Zandt works the Bruin block. Third swings a charm for Krista Van Zandt.
Krista Van Zandt working hard for kills. It's not easy putting it around this UCLA defense, but making some good decisions and taking good swings to end the rally.
21 or 22 tied up. Service error. And it's the Huskies. Jenny Noguera is coming in to set for the Huskies, and Krista Van Zandt up front. She's had 7 kills in this set alone. That has made a big difference for Washington. They're going to make her pass all those balls, too. Point Bruins, and they are at set point.
Kelly Reeves swats that ball down for UCLA.
Moinoa serving. They're making Van Zandt handle every ball on the pass. Todorovic. Back to Reeves. Terminal. 6 kills, no errors for Kelly Reeves, and set 2 goes to the Bruins.
The balance was much better for UCLA. I thought Washington upped their level of play. You saw the hitting numbers greatly improved, especially by Krista Van Zandt, who played excellent at the end of the second set. In transition, Megan Moinoa going to her right side attacker, Kelly Reeves, to end it for UCLA.
Coming up at intermission, we're going to have a campus tour of UCLA as well as highlights and analysis of this match. UCLA goes into a break at 2-0, and Washington head coach Jim McLaughlin joining us now. Thanks, Coach, for joining us.
You there?
Yes. Can you hear us okay,
yeah,
Coach?
I can hear you.
Set number 2, so tight. What do you need to do in set 3 to come out on top in that kind of a tight situation?
Well, we gave them a couple points at the end, just passing, and we hit a ball out of bounds, and we were right there, and we're in a good side-out rhythm, and I think we're creating some good opportunities, and we got to finish better.
Tabby Love on the outside for UCLA. Huge numbers, 15 kills already. How do you slow her down and make the other Bruins beat you?
Well, we got to be in really good spots on her, and she's hitting the same shot over and over, and we just got to get into some spots and take that shot away, make her do something else. But I think if we get in spots, we can slow her down. But she's awful good. We're not going to stop her.
Thanks so much, Coach, for joining us. He says putting people in spots, Holly, that means they're going to put a helmet on and get right in front of Tabby Love. We'll see what adjustments the Huskies make. in set number 3. They've got their work cut out for them.
The volleyball action continues as Oregon State takes on Colorado. Next on Pac-12 Networks.
You're watching Pac-12 Networks.
It's here. It knows everything. And it could blow your mind. From Pac-12 Networks, it's the schedule to end all schedules. A calendar so big, you'll never look at charts the same way again. Search by date, by school, or by sport. And you'll immediately see everything that's happening in the entire Pac-12. Click on a game and you can find out where to watch it live on TV. Or view it right here, right now on pac-12.com. For anyone who ever had a dream about comprehensive collegiate sports schedules. For anyone willing to go the distance of clicking around a calendar to find out anything they need. The unforgettable feel-good schedule of the year. The Pac-12 schedule.
You're watching Pac-12 women's volleyball on the Pac-12 network. Washington, a 4-0 run since that big rally. And Holly, the Huskies have really looked terrific.
They've come out this third set really looking strong, made some adjustments defensively, and Krista Van Zandt was in the front row to end the big rallies for Washington. You see the comparison between last year's 2011 UCLA Bruins, very similar to this year, almost the same exact record, but look at the hitting percentage, significantly higher this year, although they've been experimenting with two different setters. Their blocks are better this year, digs a little bit down.
The Bruins return much of their firepower from last year, but what is new for them is their setting situation. A lot of times when you have new setters involved, your offense suffers. Not today. Krista Van Zandt, meanwhile, really controlling set 2. Huskies up 6-1.
Kylan Munoz, one of the best servers for Washington, really putting a lot of pressure on UCLA right now.
Krista Van Zandt has had 11 kills since set number 1. She was quiet there. Tabby Love, meanwhile, another kill. She controlled set 1.
Nice variation on the offense to UCLA, running Tabby Love inside. She's usually wide at the pin, gets that ball to drop in front of the libero Orlandini for Washington.
UCLA finding themselves down 4 for the first time today. And a little love from Kaylee Nelson from the outside kill.
Setter Jenny Nogueras, number 9 in purple, gets this ball fast to Kaylee Nelson on the left. Big kill for Washington.
You mentioned a couple of times, Holly, how UCLA has been stuck in a 2-hitter rotation. Washington not going to find themselves in that situation as they're running a 6-2. That helps them keep that big block up front.
Washington has kind of tried to figure out their lineup as well. They started in a 5-1 using 2 different setters early on. They've gone to a 6-2. That means they always have 3 attackers in the front row and usually a back row attacker available to them as well. Katie Beals and Jenny Nogueras both setting for Washington.
And that also helps them with that length on the block. As on the right side right now, Kaylee Nelson, 6 foot. It's another kill.
Kaylee Nelson has been impressive. Her last 2 swings, we saw a kill on the left side and now on the right.
Nelson, 6 kills today. Middle, Aquino.
Middle attack, UCLA. Use those middles, open things up, make Washington honor your middle blockers and not cheat to the outside.
Mariana Aquino is very low error, very high percentage attack player. Went more than 5 matches without an error earlier this season. A touch off the block, and again, Strickland, really Holly, undersized but huge today.
Number 8 in purple hitting on the left side for Washington, gets up and with her big arm able to chisel through the block.
Still no errors for Strickland. 6 kills and blocking much bigger than her 5'8" would realize. There she gets blocked by Aquino and Kidder.
Aquino now getting involved in the offense for UCLA, and her blocking seems to be picking up, shutting down Strickland on this last swing.
Megan Norton serving for the Bruins. Middle. Wade draws a Bruin net violation. Draws him into the net. Husky point.
I've been impressed with Melanie Wade, number 5 in purple, another freshman for Washington. She's worked so hard, makes herself available to her setters, and she's got a heavy arm.
She really wanted to start earlier this year. Got the opportunity. According to Coach Jim McLaughlin, she didn't play great, and she took that, went back to the bench, and got herself ready for that next opportunity. Wade has held the starting position ever since. Traffic jam. Strickland puts a free ball over. Moinoa to Aquino in the middle. Ball is wide.
That's a good-looking attack. The ball set a little bit low. The decision is correct in my mind for Moinoa. Mariana Aquino just can't get on top of it.
Strickland. When she misses big, she does. But when she serves hard and in, she has really given UCLA a few fits today. Aquino back to serve. Tabby Love, Zoe Nightingale, and Kelly Reeves up front for the Bruins. Van Zandt crushes it.
Washington runs that fastball out to the pin in system, and Krista Van Zandt, boom, nice looking swing on the outside for Washington.
Melanie Wade, second consecutive service error for the Huskies. 7 service errors for the Huskies. They had 14 the other day against USC. We talk about the difference. I mean, those are wide balls that nobody's going to think are in. That's a big difference between having that and one that's just long. Free ball to the Huskies. Pancaked up, not up according to the officials.
Amanda Gill, number 1 in purple, has 4 kills today, and they've all been the same exact ball. That short tip right over the middle.
You see Megan Moinoa coming out to talk with head coach Michael Seeley for a moment. Seeley, of course, set this team to a national championship. He's a setter by trade. That brings in Becca Strelo to set for the Bruins.
We're in that 2-hitter rotation again with Nightingale and Tabby Love.
Strelo sets Nightingale right away. Problem is 6'6" Amanda Gill and Van Zandt.
In this particular rotation, you need to make 6'6" Amanda Gill run. You can't set a ball directly in front of her.
Nightingale very strong behind the setter. We have seen that all season long. They go outside to Tabby Love. Strelo goes back to Love. A little spread out Love between the hands.
The birthday girl, Bojana Todorovic, lays out, delivers a nice dig to her setter, and Tabby Love avoids Orlandini and puts the ball away for UCLA.
Well, we remember when Jim McLaughlin was saying we got to put people in the right spots. It's not like you have a lot of time to move into a Tabby Love attack. You got to start off in a pretty good spot. Oh, tag!
Cassie Strickland is tough. She's number 8 in purple. You can hear the power on that hit.
Strelo picks up that ball. Tough set from Todorovic, and Van Zandt so frustrated with a net error.
Bojana Todorovic tried to get a little too aggressive, overset that ball, and Krista Van Zandt wanted to hammer it just too aggressive into the net.
the Bruins, and Tabby Love. 20 kills for Tabby Love alone in the middle of the third set.
For the past 10 years, our graduates shared their stories. Now they come together for the first time.
I feel like I've known these people for years, and I've just met them.
Going ITT Tech, I have to say, is the thing that changed my life.
People see me and they see that I've succeeded, the change in life that it's occurred within me just having my education.
Everything starts with the day I walked into that door at ITT. Night and day difference from where I was to where I am thanks to the education. That one choice to walk in and talk to a recruiter has spawned everything that has happened in my life over the last few years.
It's made a big difference in my life. It's opened doors for me and my family to have not only a better life, but more time to relax, more time to enjoy life.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 888-443-4505.
It's a night of top 10 women's volleyball. At 6, regional action. Cal at number 3, Oregon. Number 7, USC at Arizona State. Or Colorado at number 5, Washington. Go to pac-12.com for games in your area. Then at 8, number 6, UCLA takes on Arizona. Coverage begins Friday at 6 on Pac-12 Networks.
Welcome back to the Wooden Center. Pac-12 women's volleyball on the Pac-12 network. We're in the middle of the third set, taking a look at the overall picture of Pac-12 standings. Stanford unbeaten in conference play still, Holly. Nobody's had an answer with them.
No, Stanford's been tough, but they've had some big scares, especially in Seattle against Washington last week. But I'll tell you, those top 5 teams, it's a dogfight. Any one of those teams could win the national championship, in my opinion.
USC has won 5 consecutive, including a win over Washington Friday night. Van Zandt pulls out another kill, and Washington expands their lead to 5.
Solid combination play. Van Zandt showing she can do it all on the court, attacking from the middle right there.
Van Zandt, 41 swings on the ball so far. 16 of them are kills. Todorovic, perfect pass. They're going to make Gill move just like we talked about.
Nightingale, so athletic. That ball was set a little bit off the net, but she was able to power it cross court for UCLA.
Nightingale, 6 kills. Todorovic serves. Perfect pass. Amanda Gill puts it down.
UCLA needs to serve away from Jenna Orlandini, the libero for Washington, who, in my mind, just passes nails. Looks like they were trying to go after Van Zandt. Orlandini stepped in aggressively, passed that ball.
Outside, Kidder off the block. Orlandini puts that ball up. Van Zandt takes a swing. Strelo back to Kidder for a kill.
Shot or a line attack looks really nice. They're giving it to her, and she's taking it.
Kidder, 9 kills, just 1 error. She has been strong today as well as Becca Strelo serves for the first time today. Outside to Kidder. Tries to do too much.
Little bit more lift on that set will allow Rachel Kidder to do more.
Katie Beals, the freshman setter out of Austin, Texas, serving. Reeves, perfect pass. Off the head of her blocker. Todorovic sets Kidder, who gets a second ball off the head of Melanie Wade.
That's the best looking approach I've seen from Rachel Kidder on the right side all season long. She went in aggressive, got her feet there. That's her 10th kill. I think she's looking better, kind of. Not that she's in a slump. She's still putting up good numbers, but I think she can play better.
Only one kill for Rachel Kidder today. She is low error, providing a lot of offensive outside support for Tabby Love when she's not up. Another crazy Love angle.
Defense leads to kills. Watch this play right here. The defense. Bojana Todorovic keeps it alive. Middle blocker. Mariana Aquino sets up Tabby Love for the kill.
Crazy Love. Big dig from Todorovic. And what a spot from Strelo. That's guts. That is a heads-up volleyball play. Good decision. I'll tell you, I would never have done that. She knew, saw the opening, and took it. I love that. Strelo is going to make the Huskies say her name.
You're watching Pac-12 Network.
Welcome back to the Wooden Center. Washington and UCLA in a battle from set number 3. A 7-2 run since this woman entered. Holly?
This has been a really fun battle to watch. Now Becca Strelo in the match. Made a heads-up play to get that point for UCLA.
Some style points for her as well. 2011 high school All-American. Watched this team win a national championship last year when she was a prep player. Said, that's where I'm going to school. Had some great opportunities this year. Van Zant, again, handles that first ball. That ball's in, and Holly, we haven't talked about how much they're making Van Zant handle the first ball. What's the advantage to making her do that?
Well, first of all, Krista Van Zant has to pass every ball, swing at every ball. She took 80 swings Friday night, and now UCLA trying to wear her out.
Perfect pass from Meg Norton. And Aquino from Strelo put up another kill.
Good decision. Strelo getting her middle attacker at the ball. Mariana Aquino, very high percentage hitter for UCLA.
Strelo has energized the Bruins, and this is what we've seen all season long. Coach Michael Seeley will start with one setter. If there's any kind of a lull, he needs to change the energy, puts in the other setter, and they come in ready to compete. Block from Tabby Love, and she screams, "Let's go!"
Watch this transition play for Washington. Freshman setter Katie Beals makes a good decision to isolate Kyla Munoz on the right, but Tabby Love solo block for UCLA.
Van Zant still looking for that line, goes wide, does not get the touch. Bruins tie it up.
UCLA's defense right now giving Van Zant the line, forcing the hitting error for Washington.
An 11-4 Bruin run to tie things back up. Aquino. Nice ball.
Juliana Aquino, the designated setter, another middle blocker, set assist, beautiful delivery to Kelly Reeves, and the Bruins get excited about it.
When you look at the energy that the Bruins have right now, that is tough for an opponent because the Bruins psyched up are very powerful. Wade, a kill out of the middle, tries to quiet the crowd.
Becca Strelo is cheating into the court defensively. If she would just stay wide, she will dig that ball.
Becca Strelo running this Bruin offense. She is up front with Tabby Love and Zoe Nightingale. Here's a two-hitter rotation. Oh. Love.
When UCLA passes the ball like that, they can run their hitters left and right like they do here. Watch Zoe Nightingale going behind Tabby Love on the far side. Big swing.
22 kills for Tabby Love. Dug by Reeves. Strelo. Give Love another shot.
Why not? Strelo delivers another juicy ball off the defense. This is dig to kill for UCLA. Tabby Love ends the rally again.
14-5 since Becca Strelo came in. Becca Strelo, feed the kitty. Block by the Huskies.
Amanda Gill, one of the best blockers in the country, a former UCLA All-American, now playing for Washington, shuts Tabby Love down on the last swing.
You look at Love's face after that, she's disgusted. Got blocked once and she's disgusted by it. 22 kills. Amanda Gill against Tabby Love is Pac-12 volleyball at its best. Strelo off the block. Todorovic, tough set. Puts it out. You don't often see that from Bojana Todorovic.
Friday night, I thought Bojana Todorovic set extremely well. That's her second error. She's getting her feet there just a little bit late. Unfortunate setting error.
Three receivers back for the Bruins. Reeves passes the first ball. Love. High, over, and wide.
Washington gave Tabby Love the line. She tried to go line, hit it wide.
Washington up by one, saying, not so fast, my friends. The Bruins won the first two. Washington forcing them into a few errors.
Washington setting them up, trying to put their defense in good locations, forcing UCLA to hit the tough ball.
Washington has had 4 consecutive games at home. This is the last. They're going to head out on the road after this, facing Arizona and Arizona State. The time for this Bruin team to kind of head back out on the road after being comfortable at home.
Well, it's nice to get that consistency at home, get some good practices under your belt, get your classes and all your homework under control before you head out on the road for sure. And then Washington has had a tough road trip here in LA, playing two of the best teams in the country, so they're going to be happy to go home.
Yeah, Washington has really had a rough go the last few games. After starting the season 16-0, they've lost 3 of their last 4. They're all quality losses, by the way, as they played several 5-set matches. And they've come out on the winning end of many of them. As for UCLA, lost a 5-set heartbreaker to Washington in Seattle. The Huskies have the serve. They have a 1-point advantage, and they have the need to win set number 3. Strelo, Nightingale, and Love up front.
Look at the rotation. Every time in clutch situation, UCLA is in this rotation. 2 hitters, only 1 setter.
Critical service error for Washington.
Kylan Munoz has made some big service errors at the end of the set. She did the same thing at the end of the second set as well.
8 service errors for Washington thus far, but that one at a critical juncture. Tough ball. And it was in. The old ones, it dropped on the line, and look at Micah Seeley saying, really, you're going to let that go past?
At this point in the set, wow. And you rarely see that drop. Mistiming, miscommunication by UCLA.
A service error followed by a give back and then a service ace, and Washington has set point.
Krista Van Zandt, aggressive off the top of the tape, drops for Washington.
Set point for the Huskies. Strelo to Kidder. Roof block, and the Huskies take set number 3 on a 6-1 run.
Amanda Gill really turned it on in the third set. Big blocks for Washington.
Bruins and Huskies, set number 4 coming up next.
We met on Christian Mingle 5 years ago today.
We would not have met had it not been for Christian Mingle. I just thought, Lord, this is the one for me.
Find God's match for you. Join ChristianMingle.com today.
It's here. It knows everything. And it could blow your mind. From Pac-12 Networks, it's the schedule to end all schedules. A calendar so big, you'll never look at charts the same way again. Search by date, by school, or by sport. And you'll immediately see everything that's happening in the entire Pac-12. Click on a game and you can find out where to watch it live on TV. Or view it right here, right now, on Pac-12.com. For anyone who ever had a dream about comprehensive collegiate sports schedules. For anyone willing to go the distance of clicking around a calendar to find out anything they need. The unforgettable feel-good schedule of the year. The Pac-12 schedule.
Welcome back to Los Angeles. Washington takes set number 3 over UCLA. Taking a look at the stats, Holly, what story do the numbers tell?
Well, evening out in the block category on that third